good morning. By way of introduction, my name is Nick Gould, and on behalf of Hocking Stewart Belle Property, I'm absolutely delighted to be your auctioneer here at today's auction of Unit 3 at 16 Avondale Grove in sunny Mount Waverley. Assisting me today, my business partner and colleague, Mr. Mark Watkins. And if at any stage throughout today's auction you've got any questions at all, this outstanding individual is more than willing and more than capable of assisting. We're here today to help you bid and buy. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best of luck. By law, as we are selling at a public auction, I'm required to run through the rules of conduct. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting offers or bids for a property once the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price. As the auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders upon request. The rules of the auction prohibit three things. They prohibit false bidding, major disruptions by bidders, and they also prohibit bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding. And the rules do provide fines for this conduct. The rules of the auction also permit vendor bids. The words I'll use to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are quite simply vendor bid. And by law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. That's the rules out of the way. Referring to the contract of sale, it states that we are the preferred selling agent and we're selling here today the land together with all the improvements, more particularly described in the attached copy of title, but most commonly known to you and I as 3/16 Avondale Grove in Mount Waverley. The terms of today's auction quite straightforward. Of course, we're calling for the slender 10% deposit upon the signing of the contract here today, and the balance due in either 45 or 60 days' time. Happy to offer the flexibility around the settlement period and certainly hope that it encourages you throughout the bidding process here this morning. The chattels are what will pass with the property upon settlement: all wall-to-wall floor coverings, all electrical light fittings, all window furnishings, curtains and drapes, and all fixed furnishings of a permanent nature as indeed inspected. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, an unconditional auction contract here. The contract itself, it's been on display for the prescribed amount of time here this morning, as well as being available throughout the sales campaign. I am aware of a number of you that have requested copies of this documentation, so certainly not my intention to read through all the conditions here with you this morning. Attached to and forming part of the selling documentation is the Section 32, or vendor statement if you'd like. And that's the part of the information that's got the part of the documentation that's got all the important information that you, as a prospective purchaser, would wish to be made aware of before making that all-important decision to bid here today. Importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the vendors have signed off on the validity of all the information, thus ensuring a smooth transfer of ownership upon settlement. Ladies and gentlemen, before I ask for your spirited bidding here this morning, allow me to run through just a couple of the many reasons why it is that you should be fighting so hard here today to make this property your home or your investment property. First and foremost, folks, we can't go past the location, can we? Real estate, it's always all about the location, and the location here is A1, second to none. We are walking distance to the heart of Mount Waverley, the shops, the village there, everything you could want to be, as well as the train station itself. That box is ticked, ladies and gentlemen. You've got the single lock-up garage. You've probably put the car in there and let it gather dust, because you can walk to everything you need to right from this very location. The property itself, well, I think it speaks volumes just how many people are here today. Universal feedback throughout the campaign on how well the vendors have presented the property. We thank them and congratulate them on doing such a fantastic job. I believe me, they have two young boys, so to have a home presented like this twice a week is an outstanding effort. Well done to them. But the home, what a comfortable home it would be. How easily you could call this home. Drive in, as I said, you've got the lock-up garage, space here for a second car off street. Step inside, you've got those striking polished boards to greet you. You've got a fantastic living space that works over into the dining kitchen area. It's all very livable. Down the hall, two great sized bedrooms, central family bathroom, and the real X factor about this property, that ensuite off the master bedroom. So you've got 2 bed, 2 bath, really does add, and 2 toilets. Really does add a lot of flexibility to the way that you can go about living your life. Make a fantastic first home for those of you looking to start out in an area that's only going to add value for you in the coming years. Make a fantastic investment property. That second bathroom is going to mean you secure a premium rent in a quick amount of time, and you hold on to those tenants for extended periods. And thirdly, of course, what a fantastic place to scale down. Still enough space, you're not living in a shoebox, but walking distance to everything, as I've said before. The place itself's in fantastic condition. Have a look at the complex. Everybody does a great job here. The gardens are well maintained. Everybody loves living here. It's a fantastic spot. Folks, the market itself, well, you've seen the news. Prices are on the way back up. We're about halfway back to where we were at the peak of the market in 2017. So the early part of this year for you as buyers is a critical part. It's very important that you secure something promptly, or you're going to be paying record levels back like everybody was in 2017. Everything's in your favour as buyers at the moment. We've got record low interest rates. Talk of another interest rate to come in the next month or two. So today's your opportunity, and I'd implore you all, as bidders here today, to make sure you put your best foot forward. Don't leave anything on the table. Today's your opportunity to get out of the property grind, buy yourself a property and have something fantastic to move into. Ladies and gentlemen, that's enough from me. Where can I see a fair and reasonable start for 3 at 16 Avondale Grove in Mount Waverley? I'm in your hands now, buyers. Quiet location. I didn't mention it was a quiet location. You guys have all got the shade. I'm going to turn into a beetroot. Who wants to start things off? Fair and reasonable price, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind where we start, it's where we finish that's key. Plenty of familiar faces here, folks. I'm sure you haven't come to see me call an auction. You've come to do something. What have you come here today to do, buyers?
750.
At 750, good strong start, sir. Welcome to the bidding. At 750, ladies and gentlemen, there's your competition. He's out in front of me and he's out in front of you. At 750,000 now, clearly bid and offered. At 750, can I see?
760.
At 60 I've got now. At 760, sir, 70 if you'd like, 60 against you. Going in 10s at this stage, sir, at 60 here, 70 I've got. That's a nod at 70. At 70, 80 I've got now. At 780 and 90 if you'd like, sir. 90 I've got. Sir, round me off to 8. He's giving me the nod. That's 800 now. At 800, still happy to take 10, sir, if you'd like. 800 here against you. 810 to be the next bid. Give you that 10 over the back. Well done, sir. Welcome to the bidding. New bidder. At 810,000 here. 810, 20, I've got the nod. 20 now. 20, 30, can I say 30 back in front with bidder 1. At 830,000, clearly bid now. At 830, 40 if you'd like, sir. At 30 now, 30 here. 30 here, what say you, sir? Over the back, haven't forgotten there. That 30 here, 40 be the next bid. At 830, folks, we have passed the reserve price. We're well and truly on the market. We're selling here today. At 830, 40 now, I've got the bid. At 40, no, just adjusting the glasses. We're chipping in with a bid there. At 30, I've got here now. 40 here, 40 clearly bid. At 40, sir, happy to take 5s to help at this stage. 40, 45, just giving you the nod. 45 I've got. At 45, same to you, sir. 50. At 850 now. 850, 850. Another 5 if you'd like, sir. At 850. First call at 850,000. Nod.
2.5.
Happy to take it 2.5, sir. We're trending north. Can't be fairer than that. 852.5 now. At 52.5, sir. Same courtesy bid to you if you'd like. 55. That's a nod. At 55, 57.5, 57 and 6. 56. Going once now, sir. I'll take that too. At 56, I've got now. At 56 here. 856, sir. 856 against you with the gentleman who started us all off. At 856,000, call it 3 times. Remind you we're on the market here, selling here today. At 856, first call. 57 I've got. 58 if you'd like, sir. 57 years clearly bid. At 857 the bid's with him. 58 will round me off to 60 if you'd like. That's a no, sir. Got your best here today. At 857 down here, it's with the gentleman here. Second bidder in might be the last one standing. At 857, sir, over the back, haven't forgotten. Definitely got your best today. Kick upside down, shake, no coins gonna fall out. At 857, sir, it looks like you might have it. Any late bidding, folks, remember, I cannot reopen the bidding once the contract hits my hand. At 857, the property is sold. If you've got any interest in the property, I need to know now, folks.
858.
At 858, fourth bidder, welcome, welcome. At 858,000, 59, sir. At 59, I've got now. At 59, 60? 60 I've got. At 860, 61? 61.
62.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
870.
getting into a rhythm. At 870 I've got now. At 870, 71 or 5 if you'd like. At 71. 871 here. 72? 72. 73. 74. 5. 875. 6 is the knot. At 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. At 890 we've got now. Oh, 80. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. Do we want to get 90?
The bid's here at 880.
880. You want to go to 90? Or 81? 81 I've got. At 81, 82 sir if you'd like now. At 881, lady over here, fourth bidder in. At 881. Need to know sir. At 881, it's a nod. 2, 3, 4, 85, 86, 86, 85 here, the lady here, down in front at 885. Need to know, on the market selling here, no late bidding. Any other interest? Need to know now folks. At 885 I've got. First call at 885. 6, 7, 888. This here is the lady here at 87, 88 I've got now. At 888, 89 I've got now. At 89. 890 now, at 890. 91. Need to know now, sir. 891, the bid's here at 891. 891,000. First call at 891,000. Second call, 92. 892 I've got now. 93, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 900,000. At 900 now. At 900 here, 901 if you'd like. Or maybe a try knockout bid, 905. Might be the way to go. I'm enjoying the calisthenics, but happy to get there quicker. 900,000 here. Bid with this gentleman. Need to know now, on the market, selling the property the highest bidder. At 900,000. Once the gavel hits contract, property is sold. Cannot reopen the bidding for any late biddings. At 900 here. I do need to know. First call at 900,000. Second call at 900,000. Third, final call. Prepared to miss it now. Got your best here today. Tell me one way or the other. No. Done. Finished. Done. Thank you for your bidding here today. At 900,000 now. Looks like we're selling here. No late bidding out the back. First, second, third, final call. All done. Oh. Yeah, I just saw it too. 901. Well, sorry. 901. 910. Welcome to the bidding, sir. You've ice in your veins, sir. Waited to the very, very last moment at 910, sir. At 910 up here. That's done, sir. 910's a knockout blow. One bid, sir. Congratulations. At one bid. First, second, third, and final call. All done. Hold silent. Selling now. 910,000. Sold. Congratulations. One big strategy. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. Congratulations, sir. Commiserations to the underbidders. Have a fantastic weekend.